After ranking up a good few times, we can finally prestige again and finally unlock some even more overpowered resources here on the server. Not only that, but we can now afford to purchase our first artifact ever here on the server, so let's see just how overpowered and lucky we can get in today's video here on Minecraft Prisons. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Prisons. Today, of course, we're back here on the best #1 rated prison server, AkumaMC, back again for another episode in this season. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be focusing on something a little bit different, or something that I guess we have technically been focusing on, but we haven't actually ever got to the point of being able to do, and that is going to be the fact that we are going to be purchasing our first artifact today. Not only that, we're also going to be forging some armor, which is brand new and we haven't been over this season. And at the end of today's video, there will of course be a giveaway and there will be a little opening of our own. So there's lots to do today, but I want to start off by getting the next 5 level ups here on my mine and going ahead and getting prestige 15, because it's actually quite significant in our journey, and I will kind of, I'll explain a little bit why it's significant in just a moment here once we actually get to the level. So we've only got to get a couple more procs of jackhammer and we will be there, because the rank ups don't honestly take us that long right now. They just, I guess in bulk, they're a little bit of a grind. So let's get this last level up right here. We're going to go ahead and slash prestige. It costs us nothing to prestige, but it does give us some more perks. Right now, the next prestige is going to give us quite a few different things, including a new component slot as well. That's actually kind of cool. But let's go ahead and do that, because one of the things which it does enable me to do is now actually find lapis while I'm mining. And of course, we spoke a lot about resources before and why they're important, and pretty much why we actually need to get to here, because this is where things actually become useful. So yeah, we will need to do that at some point, but right now that is another prestige added to our list, and we will continue to grind up the prestiges as and when they come. I'm not really going to focus too much, I guess, in the next couple of videos of like actually specifically grinding for prestiges, because I feel like that's more like off-camera work, and you guys don't necessarily need to see me sit here and mine or use all of our explosives and stuff like that, because you guys have seen it by now. You know the ways to rank up. However, what I will continue to do is show new and exciting ways in order to make that process a little bit quicker, because obviously we want to be as as high a prestige as we possibly can because of those resources and because of a whole bunch of other things, including the boosts that come with those new prestiges. And one of those ways which we have yet to look at this season is armor. Now, armor is something which can be forged using actually the resources that you get whilst you're mining. So this is also another reason for resources, because of course we have access to the forge, which is not only for armor but is also used for that. So right now we could technically forge components, arcanes, robots, armor, and pets. And this is all essentially dependent on which resources you have. So let's take armor, because that's what we're actually going to be looking at today. If you want to forge a common piece of armor, you need energy, iron, gold, and copper. If you want to forge a rare piece, you need energy, iron, gold, copper, netherite, lapis, and diamond. Whereas if you want to forge legendary, you also need emerald, ruby, and sapphire at quite decently large quantities. Now, because of the level of prestige and stuff that we are right now, we're only going to get to forge rare armor today, but that's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because rare armor is of course better than no armor at all. So that's where we're actually a little bit fortunate that we have already been grinding up a lot of resources, because we have a decent amount of resources, and everything that we at least have unlocked right now. Obviously, all the ones that we don't have unlocked, we barely have any of. Yeah, I thought we'd forge our first armor pieces today, so I'm gonna hopefully try and get a set of at least rare armor today. Now, there is actually a bunch of different pieces of armor that you can get here. Ascendant, Prospector, Mystic, or Forge Heart. Now, essentially, Mystic, from what I've heard, is the best type of armor. So this is kind of what we're aiming for. And obviously, in here, it also shows you the kind of max potential. So, for example, Mystic armor, we can get gem gain up to 61%. We can get pickaxe progression up to 61%. We get material gain up to 61%. And enchant proc gain up to 21%. And I believe the enchant proc is what makes this one kind of the most overpowered one, because you really, really, really want that high boost of enchant proc. So really, Mystic armor is what we're looking for today. We're going to forge our first ever piece of armor right now. It is going to be a rare piece, so hopefully we can get lucky. And the first piece of armor that we forge is Forge Heart armor. Now, theoretically, that should be a good piece of armor. It's just, unfortunately, it's not the way it works. Now, we can afford to forge a couple more pieces, so I will continue to forge such. We do get our first piece of Mystic armor right here, and it looks like it's coming with some decent stuff. We only got a 1% enchant proc, but I think it's all dependent, actually, on, like, the level and stuff. But it does also have 2 arcane slots on it, which is notable because we are going to be using those as well. Yeah, my kind of idea is that we get a full set here, so if we can kind of get different things, I won't be mad. It looks like we got ourselves a Prospector piece right there. We got a chest piece coming in, Ascendant. So it looks like we've actually got one of each of all of the different things right there. We don't have a helmet yet, though. And it looks like we're out there. That is as many as we can possibly make. So we might have to get a couple of common armor pieces because we don't have a helmet right now. So I'd like to get a helmet. There we go. Forge Heart helmet. There are some like full set boosts as well, but it looks like the Mystic is very, very hard to get. Either that or we're just unlucky. It looks like, however, we do have another set of leggings right there, but this one has less enchant proc, which of course it will do because it's a common tier. And I believe the more that you level up the pieces, the better they actually become. So let's take a look at what we're actually going to use for right now. So I guess we're using Forge Heart helmet. We're going to use probably the Forge Heart boots, and then I guess we're going to use our Mystic armor leggings because we might as well. And then we only have one chest plate, so we're going to be using the Ascendant chest plate. So obviously not exactly a god set of armor, but we do officially have armor that is going to give us some boost. Now, I think if we were to want to upgrade the level of this, I'm pretty sure that we can actually put it in here and just press the upgrade. Now, we can't technically afford any of the upgrades right now because they're actually fairly expensive. So if we want to upgrade a level here, we just need more iron ingots and lapis. Now, thankfully, now that we're prestige 15, we can actually mine for both of those just generally. But of course, we looked at the resource world a couple of videos ago, and you know, next time the resource world is open, we can also set our resources to those two specific and only grind after those, which is a very, very, very good way of getting those extra resources that we need. However, like I said, these do have arcane slots on them, so we've actually got a couple of epic arcane boxes that we're going to try our luck with quickly, because I would like to get some things that are going to help us out today, such as token arcanes and rank up arcanes. So we'll open up a few more of these. I don't want to open up like a whole bunch because I don't want to make a mess everywhere, but yeah, we're going to just look for pretty much some rank ones and then probably some token ones. The token ones are decent. Now, if you guys remember, you can actually go over to the Forge here. You can go to merge, and we can actually merge those token ones and get the next tier of them, legendary. You can of course do that with each one of those, so you can just kind of, you know, like merge the ones that you don't necessarily want. So I'm going to open a bunch of these. We might end up opening them all, honestly. We'll have to see how it goes, but there we go. We actually got 3 rank up arcanes within that, so again, we can merge those. We can actually come up with a way better one. And actually, that right there, rank up arcane at 9.52% is very good, because I think if you go into /arcanes right here, I'm pretty sure you can see the of legendary arcanes, which is the highest tier. I believe that, where is it? Rank up is a maximum of a 10% boost, which is pretty much makes this the best rank up arcane you can get. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to go ahead and make sure that we apply that to our leggings right there. And I guess while we're there, I think 10% was the max for token as well. So I guess we'll add that one. And then there we go. We officially have a decently upgraded piece of armor right there. Now, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and open up a bunch more of these arcane boxes, because if we can just forge some things together here and get some really, really good, or I guess merge some things together and get some really good boosts, then that would be obviously appropriate. So we've actually got a decent one right here for some energy. There we go. 12% energy gain just there. And we've also got a decent, another one for tokens. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my helmet. We already did the leggings, so we'll take these. We've got a lot of decent ones actually right now. So we've got a good guild progression one, which actually does help us because there are guild boosts, which I haven't really gone over yet this season. There was a really high token one there, 9.94%. And then the last ones are our boots that we need to apply to. We've actually got a decent material gain one. And let's see what's the best other one that we've got right now. Okay, they're actually all kind of bad, so I don't know, what should we go with here? Let's go pet progression, actually. I think that'll be like the only thing that I've got a pet kind of boost on. So yeah, let's take that. That's decent. We'll take that. That's a lot of good boosts actually for what we're going to need here. So that just kind of helps the mining setup a little bit, which is kind of what we're working on right now, kind of slowly but surely. We are kind of working on that. Cool. So obviously we speak a lot about resources and the resource world and stuff like that. Now, I have been a couple of times off camera since we went ahead and showed it to you guys. Now, that means that we do actually in our balance now have over 100, or I think we might have like 101 or something artifact shards, which means we can officially craft our first artifact of the season, which is huge. Okay, now the only thing that sucks here is that we could theoretically get something that is completely useless. We could get something at, or we are most likely to get something at a common tier and that we don't necessarily need. And right now we only have the 2 artifact slots that are active. We kind of have the 3rd one that we need to just spend a whole bunch more money on our pickaxe for, which eventually will happen. But yeah, there's a lot of other ones here that are just kind of a little bit harder to get, I guess. So with that being in mind, let's just go ahead and craft our first artifact. It is something which I just wanted to do. We don't necessarily even need it right now. I just thought we would do it because, I don't know, it just seemed like it could be cool. So I'm going to go ahead and use 100 artifact shards to officially go ahead and see what we can get. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Artifact has officially been crafted. I don't know what type of artifact that is, but we're about to find out. I think it might be a gem one. I'm pretty sure that's... Wait, no, that might be rank up, actually. Might be rank up. Let's see exactly what tier it is. No, actually, I think that's going to be... I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Let's take a look. It's going to be common gem one. Okay, so it is gems and it is common. So we literally got probably the worst thing that we could possibly get there. Based on the fact that obviously artifacts right now, we've got a gem one in there and it's a 60% boost. Yeah, that is definitely something that we do not need, unfortunately. which does suck, but it is what it is. Obviously, it doesn't cost us anything to do that, and the point of the resource world mainly is to go ahead and gather resource that you need, you know, for the specific things to craft and stuff like that. So we will still continue to use the resource world. It was just another cool little thing that you can get on the side. Now, I have actually already off camera gone ahead and claimed all of my robots' incomes. So this is essentially what we're working with. We've only actually got a little bit of income here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think we should maybe put some levels into Nuke here. So Nuke will basically just clear our entire mine when it procs. Now, I think that I don't know when it becomes overpowered, but we're just going to go ahead and use it. And hopefully I get a proc in the next couple of days and I can kind of let you guys know exactly how that works. It's just the newest enchant that we have available, which is why I've put so much into it. We'll kind of figure out as and when, you know, if it's going to actually become valuable. Now, I do want to go ahead and get Transfusion maxed out right here because that is going to be a pretty critical enchant for us actually in regards to finding materials. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and max that out and then we can figure out if we want to use the rest of our gems or if we can even afford any other enchant. I don't think we can actually. I think that just kind of perfectly maxes out that gem enchant. Yeah, so we're going to leave that right there and hopefully that does become super useful. I think it will. We desperately all the time need resources, so I don't see how that can ever be like an issue. So let's put down all of those airstrike flares. We'll use these unique grenades as well, get a couple of easy free rank ups. Other than that though, we're going to have to grind this next prestige and all of the prestiges coming after that. I reckon this gets me to 500 maybe if we're lucky. I don't even know if it'll get me there actually, to be honest. There's only a couple of them. Let's see where it gets us to. Yeah, 438. That's honestly not bad though. That's a good amount. Right, so what I want to do for today then is I want to go ahead and open up some cosmetic keys because there are still some cosmetics this season which we haven't gotten, you know, in our account yet. So I would like to try and get those before, you know, before the opportunity, because they basically introduce new cosmetics every single season. And if you don't get some of the ones in the season, then they never come back again, and that kind of scares me. I want to get the best cosmetics all the time. So the ones I'm really looking for this time, I think, are probably the shark ones. The shark ones are actually super sick, and I think we could we could use that. That would be awesome. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to go for, but we'll see what we manage to get. We'll see what we manage to get. We got 9 of them to open today, and then we're going to go ahead and try our luck with some of the weekly crates as well. So let's see if we can get lucky in this set. I guess a cyan bundle's not too bad, I guess. Let's see if we can get lucky in this set, though. I really want something that we don't have. I'd take the shark pickaxe, since that we do not have that one yet. We got the anchor pickaxe. We definitely already have that one. The shark, honestly, the shark like head is the coolest thing. That's what I actually want. I don't know what that comes under, to be honest with you. Ruby chat color is interesting. I don't know. That might be a new one, I think, maybe. Let's go next, though. See what we can get. Come on. We also only have 1 mine skin unlocked right now, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, we literally only have 1. Sandstorm name color feels like it's not rare at all. I mean, it's named as epic, and I don't think we have it yet. So I guess I'll take it. That's not horrific. What else we got in here? Strawberry fizz chat color bundle. I think everything in here pretty much we've already got. So I don't know if we even need that. Strawberry fizz chat color. Do we have that yet? We already have that one. Okay, 4 left of these. And then we're going to move on to the weekly crates. Anything in here that we don't have yet? I don't know. I think we have everything. Oh, the Nethermine skin. Wait, do we have that one? I feel like we have that one. I don't know if we have that one or not. I don't think we do have that one yet. I'm pretty sure we've only unlocked the magic mine skin. So that is super sick. That's awesome, actually. That gives us another mine skin that we can now have access to. I literally don't think I've had that one yet. I only unlocked 1. So that's pretty cool. We'll take that. We've got another strawberry fizz chat color. I don't think we need. Yeah, we don't need that one. 2 of these left. Let's see. Can we get lucky in our last couple right here? Come on. I just want something of the brand new shark cosmetics. That's pretty much all I want right there. Don't want a green chat color, that's for sure. Come on, give me something. Give me something we don't have. I don't think there's even anything in this that we don't have right now. Cyan bundle. Okay, no, we already got one of those earlier. Okay, yeah, not too lucky with the cosmetics today, but maybe the cryo crates will treat us a little bit better. So obviously out of these, we want some big coupons. I would take, what else would I take in here? I guess emerald loot boxes aren't bad at all. I would take, the Diamond Battle Pass voucher. That would be nice. Legendary component level 3 could be sick as well. We'll see what we manage to get from these. Let's see what they want to give us. Cryo crates. What have you got for me? Let's have a look. Lots of openables here. And the jackpot. Oh, legendary component level 3. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. So that might actually help us quite significantly here. We have got... What do we have unlocked already? We have 2 component slots. Is this unlocked? I guess this is... Oh, no, that one's locked. Okay. I think it's this side that are the cheaper ones that we can unlock. Let's see. Are these the cheaper ones to unlock? Oh, we might not be able to afford even one of these spaces here. They're actually kind of expensive. Oh, I guess we just don't really have any gems right now. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to replace the mortar with this one for right now because the mortar is a level 1 common, whereas that is a legendary level 3. That's going to give me a bunch of tokens when it does go off, and it will have a sick freaking dragon flying around our mine, so you can't really say no to that. So yeah, that is dope. We will hopefully get to see that proc in a couple of in the next couple of episodes. All right, what do we got this time? A bunch more openables. Jackpot item will be... Oh, epic contrabands. Those are always good. I'm going to wait to open up all of these until the end because I think it's going to give me a whole bunch of stuff that we can help rank up our mine with. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. And the jackpot item in this one, more epic contrabands. I will not complain. All right, last cryo crate for right now, unless, of course, we win a cryo crate out of the cryo crate, which it has definitely happened before. So we'll see. Legendary resource boxes, we'll take those. We'll take all the resources we can get right now, especially of the legendary tier. All right, not bad at all right there. That included a bunch of stuff which we definitely needed. It also definitely included a few things that we don't need, but that's okay. Let's get it all open right now and see if there's anything specifically that we can use to our advantage, like these airstrike beacons. Those are going to be massive. Common arcane boxes and stuff like that we definitely don't need. I'm also going to make sure that we get rid of any of the infinity staffs because those just, I don't know, they just take up space and we just don't use them. Epic contrabands, what do they got in store for us? A lot more of the infinity staffs that we won't be using. Rare contrabands, those should give me probably some more of the same. Yep, a couple of them actually, not too many. That was okay. All right, let's see if we can cheat our way to the next prestige here because there's, well, I guess it's not cheating, it's what we had. But there is a lot of airstrike beacons there. There is also a lot of unique grenades here that we can use. Those airstrike beacons are starting to do less and less things to my mind right now. They're really not too great, to be honest with you. Unique grenades, we'll just use the stacks of these that we can get. I would like to get maybe just a prestige here. Honestly, I'll kind of be happy with that. We'll see what we can get out of the next few unique grenades, but I think honestly this should take me close. Okay, we're about 100 off. I think honestly if we use this stack, we should just about get there. We might honestly be a little bit shy. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're a little bit shy even with that. That shows you, though, that it's the effect of these are starting to wear off quite rapidly. So I guess we better use them to their full potential over the next couple of ranks or so. Large airstrike beacon might just about take us there to the next prestige. Is it going to? I think it might. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that did just about take us there. We'll take that. That is prestige 16 on the day. Got some legendary grenades to throw down as well. This will do, or seem like it does a lot because we just got a fresh prestige here. So it'll take me up to about 300, I think. Maybe we'll take a few. Yeah, 350. Perfect. Lots of diamond loot boxes in here to open as well. Lots of gold loot boxes in here to open as well. Perfect. I think that's pretty much all the like actual openable things. So I think we can now salvage a bunch of this stuff. Oh, we do have a few emerald loot boxes as well. That came actually with some resource boxes, which we'll always take. And there we go. We can salvage those. Perfect. So we just basically now have a bunch of airstrikes that we can go ahead and place down in here. I don't think these, like I said, these are kind of wearing off now. They're not really doing a lot for the rank ups, or I guess a lot less than they were doing before. I don't want to say they're not doing anything because they definitely still are, and they're definitely way faster than mining, but you know what I mean. I don't think we'll quite get another prestige from all of the stuff that we're dropping in right now. I mean, we do have a couple more grenades and stuff, but I think we'll get up there, like probably in the high 800s. Let's have a try here. We got 31 legendary grenades. I think that'll take me like roughly 850 maybe if we're lucky. I don't honestly know if it'll do that. Yeah, no, it won't even do that. That's not as effective as I thought it might be. And then nearly a stack of unique grenades. This might take me to 900. I honestly don't even know if it'll do that. Let's take a look here. Okay, yeah, just shy of 900. That's kind of what I thought it would do. Perfect. So we've got just another 100 levels to grind here manually for the next prestige. There's nothing really important in the next prestige, so I'm not going to grind it right now. Prestige 17 is just another prestige on our way. Pretty much to 25, I think, is the next significant thing for resource-wise anyways. Yeah, resource-wise, we get the next prestige at, or the next unlock at 25. So we're going to continue to work towards that, really. That's kind of the big thing for us right now. But using all those items did give me 13Q to use on enchants. So we will go ahead and see exactly what we're going to use that on. I'm thinking that we go pretty ham in... I honestly don't know, actually. We can get near to maxing out this Dragon's Eye. Not actually as near as I'd like to think we could get. We're actually kind of a way off of maxing out a lot of our enchants right now. I am going to go... All of these are like token-based enchants, apart from Shadow Clone. That says mine XP, and that kind of gives me the inkling that that should be the one that we go for. And we've only had 2 procs in its existence, so I don't know if it's really worth it. They're all actually really, really low rates of procs. I'm just going to go with Nuke, I think. I think the Nuke is going to help us massively. I think that even if it's a rare proc-based enchant, it is going to be way more significant when it goes off. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and we'll see exactly what happens if we do manage to get a nuke proc in the next couple of days. So, guys, since we went ahead and opened 4 today, I'm going to be giving away 4 of the crates here on the server. Okay, I think that they are still lasting for a few days. I just need to go and have a look here. How long have they got? 3 days, 22 hours. So honestly, by the time I get round to messaging the winner of the giveaway, it might have honestly rolled over to a new crate. So there is a potential that this could be for a brand new crate that we technically don't even know what it is yet, and will be even more overpowered than the ones I opened. So if you guys want to be on the chance of winning that, then all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord down below and press the enter button on that respective giveaway. Good luck to everybody who does enter. Please make sure you do complete all the requirements because we've had a lot of people recently that have not been completing them, and I will now be triple checking you, okay? So make sure that you have completed those. Guys, that is going to be it from me today. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode of OP Prisons here on AkumaMC.